first of all, we are using rolling options. So I use what we call rolling options. And a lot of us have heard about lease options, or at the very least, rent to own, I'm guessing. So rent to own really is a creative financing strategy. And a lot of us, we're learning how to leverage it, especially in the Canadian markets, on using it as what I call an exit strategy. So most of the times we leverage lease options to really help people get into home ownership in single family homes. However, lease options really, when it first got started decades ago, was really to be used as more of an acquisition strategy. And so having done lease options as exit strategies for a couple of years, this deal, when it landed on my desk, I just thought, first of all, as Canadians, I was ready and hungry to go south of the border, because everybody was always telling me, you know what, 10 times the population count, way more opportunities when it comes to real estate. And instead of 10 times the population, their economic growth and powers is multiple times of that compared to Canada. So, Canadians, we just salivate over bigger markets sometimes, right? So I remember when this deal landed on my desk, I just knew that I wanted to do it. I didn't exactly know how. However, here are some of the numbers for you. So this was actually my very first deal in the US, right in Texas. And you know what? I'm going to move my window here so that I can see everything. So my very first deal in Texas in 2013 and in the US. And it happened to be a 144 lot mobile home park. Okay. And the same seller actually was selling all 144 lots. And I'm going to let the cat out of the bag first, because this was actually a three different title parks. Okay. And so on that note, this was acquired with 100% OPM. Okay, I know a lot of you guys have heard of OPM. I usually just like to throw in my own little sprinkles there just to stretch and help people understand how to leverage other people's money a little bit better. And so OPM, not what you're thinking. I know, it's Thursday evening right now. However, OPM for me stands for other people's inactive and underutilized money. Because once I got financially educated and started leveraging real estate as my main asset class to create income streams and long-term wealth, I wanted to help other people do the same thing. And the reason why I really got started was simply because somebody actually took my money in a syndication fund and ran away with it. And I never saw a penny of that. And I was pulling 80 hours a week working. And so I just realized that there's nobody else that cares about my money more than I do. So I have to learn to grow it and protect it myself. And so that being said, though, that philosophy and that value carried over once I became the managing partner on the other side. And so again, by far, this is one of the largest deal to date in my career as a trained investor. Obviously, like most of you, maybe you're feeling that way already as I'm describing this. Which emotions do you think I was feeling from this little graph here? If you say all of it, you guess right, because this was actually a 14 months roller coaster. Okay, a 14 months roller coaster. And it was simply because I really wanted to do it. I really want to be able to say that I've invested into the US and that I've actually leveraged a strategy that is not as popular nor really available in the Canadian markets when I go to the US. And so as a result, having gotten it done, it really gave me a lot more confidence and really strengthened a lot of the investors' mindsets.